Hello friends, welcome to the officer series of BFM. Okay, all of you, welcome to the officer series of BFM. See, in officer series, as you know, we are covering all the subjects, ABM, BFM, ABFM, BRBL, all the compulsory ones. Watch the series completely because all the important numericals, objective questions, case studies, everywhere, everything is taken, and you know the importance of numericals and case studies in specifically BFM. If you see, in fact, case studies are there in each and every subject, but numericals are a lot in BFM. So watch the video completely, like the video, subscribe to the channel, click on the bell icon, don't miss this, share it with your friends. Today we'll be dealing in the last chapter of Module A, Technology in International Banking. Last chapter, okay? This part, technology, means, see, right now you know the importance of, means I need not tell you the importance of technology. You can't even imagine the banking without technology. But here when we talk of technology in international banking, we are not talking of retail banking today. Not related to your savings, current, something like this, no. We are only talking of international banking, means trade finance. Documents, LCs, bank guarantees, money inside, money outside. So we'll be covering that topic, specifically related to that topic, not in regular banking, okay? So watch the video completely, like the video, subscribe to the channel, click on the bell icon. Let's start. Which Indian online platform managed by Reserve Bank of India specifically monitors and processes export data? Who monitors, which platform monitors export data? While its counterpart IDPMS handles import data. So which system manages the export data? Whereas its counterpart manages the import data. Counterpart is what? IDPMS. So which is the system? Let's see. EDPMS, Export Data Processing and Monitoring System. Second, IEPMS, Import Export Processing System. See, answer can be anything. ADPMS, Automated Data Processing and Monitoring System. Tracer, Trade Record and Compliance Engine. Now think, anything can be the answer. See, I don't know. You have to think about the answer. Yes? Think of it, everyone. Is it EDPMS? Is it IEPMS? ADPMS? Or Tracer? Have you heard these words? Right? You might have heard these words about. See, I'll just explain you. See, earlier what used to happen. Okay, first I'll give you the answer. The answer is EDPMS, Export Data Processing and Monitoring System. See, these new systems have come in, EDPMS and IDPMS, these two. Earlier what used to happen, mainly, I'll give you one example. Bill of entry tracking was a huge difficult part for the bank. Bill of entry is always in import, IDPMS. It was a huge difficult task. Getting the data from the server of this customs to getting the physical document, that is called as BOE. Similarly for export also, we have shipping bills, getting the shipping bill data. So that was a difficult task. So what they have done is both. Now both means what? RBI as well as this customs. Okay, customs have EDI solutions, EDI. So what have they done is they have combined them. So the data of the customs is directly accessible over here, whatever is required by the bank. So this is one advantage. Now you don't have to track all these bill of entries and shipping bills. They automatically are reflected in this EDPMS, IDPMS. So this EDPMS monitors export, whereas IDPMS monitors import. See, name only. Export data processing, import data processing, simple. Okay, next one. Which of the following statements accurately describes the primary function and accessibility of EDPMS? So, which statement describes the primary function? Primary means what? Main function. Which of them describes the main function? Look at it. EDPMS tracks the entire life cycle of imports, ensuring compliance with the import regulations and tracking financial data. Is it so? You think now. Second, EDPMS is a system that focuses solely on the initial shipping phase of the exports to ensure goods leave the country. See, EDPMS tracks the entire life cycle of the exports from shipping to payment receipt, ensures exporters comply with the regulations, and tracks financial data, and can be checked online through IceGate website. My God. And all of the above. See, all of the above can also be the answer, because think of it. All of the above can be the answer. What do you say, guys? Is it all of the above? Does EDPMS track the entire life cycle of, look at this word. This word is very important. Imports. Does EDPMS track anything about the imports? No. Imports is tracked by IDPMS. So this is out. So this is out means all of the above is out. Right? So now what remains? B and C. EDPMS is a system that focuses solely on the initial shipping phase. Only initial shipping phase means before the shipment, so that to ensure that the goods leave the country. What is the system to do that with the leaving the country? With goods leaving the country. Right? So initial phase, EDPMS tracks everything, not only initial. It tracks from shipping the goods to the customs documents, to the various other documents which are inputted, to the payment system which we get it from that buyer or that issuing bank, whatever be the case. So EDPMS tracks everything. So the right answer over here would be C. EDPMS tracks the entire life cycle of the exports, entire life cycle. From shipping to payment receipt, ensures exporters comply with the regulations. This is also very important, compliance. How will you know whether they comply? XOS reporting. See, there is a reporting called as XOS for exports. If you don't get the shipping bill within the valid time, okay, you have to report it in XOS. Now that valid time differs from 9 months to 15 months. Okay, so you have to report it in XOS, and tracks financial data and can be checked online through IceGate website. This is very important, IceGate. This website gives you the entire picture. So the answer is C, not all of the above. Okay, the answer is C. Entire life cycle is tracked. Okay. Which of the following functions is primary purpose of the import data processing and monitoring system, IDPMS? So which is the primary purpose? See, primary means only one. Kindly note, primary means only one. All of them seem to be correct and you have to tick on only one. Provides documentation for goods entering the country. Ensures importers comply with the regulations. Uses secure login and encryption to protect the information. Manages all domestic financial transactions within the economy, within the country. So what? Think. Does IDPMS manage all the domestic financial transactions in the country? Does it provide documentation for the goods entering into the country? Documentation, provide the documentation. Will it provide the documentation? Does it ensure that you comply with the regulations? Or uses secure login and encryption to protect information? Primary purpose. Yes, think. Think. Yes? The answer will be over here, C. Firstly, the C is the correct answer. C. Okay? Secure login. C is correct. But there should be one more option. That option should be E. And that E option is A and C both. A and C both. Okay, why? Because C is obviously there. Secure login should be there. Otherwise, what's the use of any system if my login is accessible to everyone? Right? Second one, most important part is provides documentation for goods entering the country. IDPMS, import. So it will give you the idea what documents are required. If some good is entering the country, what is bill of entry? Which bill of entry is required? What all other documents are required? Otherwise, how will the banker know? Right? It must give at least the list or whatever are the latest changes. Right? So A and C. Got it? Which entity recently amended the reporting requirements for foreign investment within the single master form on the foreign investment reporting and management system FIRMS firms? Now what is this firstly? What is this single master form? Okay, what are you saying over here? And what is this reporting requirement? See, foreign investment reporting. What is foreign investment reporting? Foreign investments are of two types. FDI and FPI. Foreign direct investment and foreign portfolio investment. Both are to be reported. And earlier what was the thing? Again, the same. Physical tracking was there. Now, systems. Now we have a single master form. There were two forms earlier. Now everything is replaced now. Single master form. Everything in details. In one form only you will get it everything. So single master form has been brought in for reporting of this foreign investment. And management. Management means what all are the issues that will be managed. Under the firms, this is firms. Reporting and management. This is very important term. So who has done it? SEBI, MOF, RBI or Department of Promotion and International Trade, DPIIT. Think. Now this, many of us will get confused over here. Right? Many of us will get confused over here. Is it SEBI? Because it's related to investments. So is it SEBI? Or is it industry and internal trade? Because after all it's related to industries. Investment is related to industries. Or is it RBI? Because it's related to banking. What is the answer? What do you think should be the answer? All of them seem to be correct. Ministry of Finance doesn't. That is the wrong answer. Why? Because Ministry of Finance will not act. It's a ministry. It will act through some body. So that is the wrong answer. But what about the remaining three? A, C and D. RBI. RBI is a primary concern about this. Okay. Who's the main person, main entity which is more concerned about the investments? RBI. Because it has to come through the banking channel in any case. Okay. What is the common proposed technical solution to overcome all the challenges in using blockchain technology for cross-border transactions? So, overcome all the challenges. Proposed technical solution. Regulatory and compliance issues are the two biggest factors. Regulatory and compliance issues. Okay. These are the two biggest factors. Firstly, look at all the options. There is the option of all of the above also. Two biggest factors. This is believed to contribute towards internal resistance to adoption of blockchain, which is to be addressed. So, regulatory and compliance issues, these are the two main problems. Introducing an additional human layer along the payment process involving blockchain. So, new human layer means what? New human being is to be put there for working, for checking. Introducing the human checker team to implement regulatory and compliance requirements around the transaction details and all of the above. See, all of the above can also be the answer. You have to put in people. You have to put in people over here also, and then technology also. So all of the above can also be the answer. Think of it. All of you, think of it. What can be the right answer in this? We are talking of technical, okay? Proposed a technical solution. We are not talking of human being over here. Technical solution means related to technology. The answer will be only A. If I bring in human being, then where is technology, right? If I bring in human being for checking, or bring in an additional human layer, then where is the technology, right? So, answer is this A, okay? Regulatory and compliance issues are the two biggest factors. Always remember, in any export-import, regulatory and compliance are one of the biggest issues. If you face some brunt on this, if you miss out on this, RBI is going to penalize you heavily, okay? Which of the following are significant challenges when using blockchain technology in cross-border transactions? Challenges in cross-border, kindly note, cross-border. Transaction monitoring and validation of transaction details. Okay, transaction monitoring and validation of transaction details. What do you mean by this? Monitoring the transactions. Monitoring means checking which customer. See, here comes the AML part. Monitoring means AML part. Here you have to check whether this customer who is performing, whether it's in line with the business of that customer. If there is a small shopkeeper and suddenly one day 10 crore rupees come into the account from foreign, you have to think whether it's in line with that business. Okay, transaction monitoring is an important part. Then, and validation of transaction details. Validation means every transaction which comes, you have to validate it. Validate means check it, authenticate it. Only transaction monitoring is to be done. Biggest challenge. Or only validation of transactions is the biggest challenge, and none of the above. So what do you think? Is A the right answer, or B or C? Yes, only A or B, C. So the answer over here will be obviously both of them are important. Monitoring also and validation also, right? Now look at this technology. I'll just explain you in short and then we'll conclude. Okay, conclude means we'll move on to the next topic. This is a typical transaction, LC transaction. See, you see there are 4 bodies over here. Importer, then exporter, importer's bank, exporter's bank. Physical documents are flowing over here. Physical documents, look at this. First, LC request. Okay. Then second, documents. Means there is after the LC request, the importer's bank issues the LC. And this LC goes to this exporter. Then exporter prepares the goods, right? And sends it. Then the documents are sent from the exporter, this exporter's bank. Means exporter's bank will give this LC to this person. Okay, then this person will prepare the goods and send the goods. See this, shipment of goods. After the goods are shipped, he'll give the documents. These documents will flow. So this requires time, physical time. Now with the advent of technology, for example, blockchain. With the advent of technology, once the parties are same, they are not changing. But once this exporter gets, let's say, which are the documents? See this, 2I, 2B, PC. Invoice, insurance, bill of lading, bill of exchange, packing list and certificate of origin. These are the 6 main documents in any export transaction. So once the exporter prepares any of these, suppose he prepares the invoice. Now earlier what used to happen, this exporter used to give it to this bank used to give it to the issuing bank, right? Now what will happen? This is a common platform. This exporter will input it over here and immediately it is accessible to all. No need of delay in gaps, delay in the days. Similarly, insurance, there's the insurance company separate. There'll be a separate insurance company over here. Here I'll write it, insurance. This insurance company will give the documents, okay? Immediately it will give the insurance and put it over here. Once it puts it over here, it is accessible to all the four parties. So no delay of time is there. See, important part is always delay of time. This is very important. In export transactions or international trade, time is very important because after all it's money, interest. Okay, so this is the major advantage. The time delay is totally stopped over here. Okay, very important one. So got it everyone? Now before going, everyone kindly join the new batches of Adda 24/7. The new batches have just now started. Okay, they are in the starting phase. Join them immediately. Download the Adda 24/7 app. It's available on both Google and iPhone, both. Click on CAIIB. Join this Increment Mahapack. CAIIB Increment Mahapack, one of the best Mahapacks. Why? Because in this Mahapack, if you see, you will be getting the physical books, physical question bank, physical formula bank. Okay, question bank, formula bank. You get it physically. Plus study planner. Okay. Plus triple validity offer. Means right now if you buy for 5 months, you get it for 15 months. If you buy for 9 months, you get it for 27 months. So huge it is. Why not? But use the code Y432. Y432. Never forget this code. Okay? Y432. See this, 82% discount. Plus 1% extra by downloading the app. So 83% discount. 83% discount. Plus physical question bank, physical formula bank, study planner. These four, plus ebooks, plus mock test, full length mock test, full length mock tests, plus live sessions, recorded videos, 15 plus batches per subject. It's a win-win situation. Join ASAP. Okay. Bye everyone.